Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to your weekly live training. We're so excited to be here with you tonight. My name is Javier Carlin. This is Marissa Case, and we are the founders of this group, Online Business Growth Secrets for Dietitians and Nutritionists. So welcome to the party. If you want to learn about how to grow your practice, how to market, how to get more clients, and be able to help and impact more people, then you're in the right place.
Yeah, let's see who we have on. We have Sadaf. Hey, Sadaf.
Awesome.
What's going on?
Yeah, as you're jumping on, say hello. Let us know if you are team live. If you are watching this live, go ahead and hashtag live. If you're on the replay, we also like to know that you had a chance to watch us after the fact. So say hello in the chat. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, and if you know any other registered dietitian nutritionists that would benefit from this group, please feel free to invite them to the party. Like Javi said, we're here every single Monday night, bringing you some awesome content. Let's see, we got Megan. Hey, Megan. Good to see you again.
Joanna. Hey, how you doing, Joanna? Awesome. So good to see you. So tonight we are going over the top social media growth strategies. So have you ever thought to yourself, okay, I have these social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Now what do I do? Or, I have a few followers, mostly my friends and family. What should I be doing to grow an engaged following? How do I actually get people engaging on my posts? Maybe you thought to yourself in the past, how do I actually get my ideal customers to start following my content? Or perhaps you're doing all these things, you're slightly overwhelmed, and you're like, oh, you know what? Like, there's so many things I could possibly be doing. What do I need to focus on right now so I'm not wasting my time? Have you ever asked yourself or thought about any of those questions? Go ahead and let us know in the chat if it's a yes or a no. So tonight, what we're going to be helping you with, okay, we're going to do a few things for you. We're going to help you understand several different growth hacks so that you can generate engaged followers and potential clients. If that's something that you would like, go ahead and say yes in the chat.
All right. Yes. We got Megan saying yes, Sadaf saying yes. Love it.
Awesome. We're also going to show you how to leverage partnerships to grow your accounts. And we're going to teach you a couple of strategies to be able to interview people inside your communities, inside of your social media platforms, so you can work your way into getting in front of bigger and bigger audiences. Do you think that would be helpful for you? Do you think that would be helpful? Go ahead and comment helpful so we know. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Cool. We'll share our screen. Oh, that way. There you go.
There it is.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool. So social media growth formula. Let's dive in.
All right, so tonight we're sharing with you 5 different types of growth hacks that you can use to grow your social media. Now, we made this presentation specifically focused on Facebook. However, a lot of these can be used on different social media platforms as well. So just something to keep in mind. But yeah, we got 5 coming up. So let's start with number 1. And as we name them, as we go and talk about all 5, go ahead and drop them in the chat, just so we know that you're live, you're listening, and it will help you retain this information even better.
But just so we know that you're on top of this, okay? How many growth hacks are we going over tonight? Let's see. This is the first test. How many growth hacks? Put it in the chat.
Not a trick question.
Not a trick question. Let's dive in. Cool. So number 1, the first thing you want to do is you want to become the life of the party. Someone say party in the chat if you hear what we're saying. Party. Awesome. So how do we do that?
So there's a couple ways that we do that. So first would be utilizing other groups, specifically on Facebook. But you can also go on other social media channels, such as Instagram, and go on other accounts that have similar ideal clients. So we recommend finding about 3 to 5 Facebook groups that have your ideal clients and try to join those Facebook groups.
Yes. So as you're starting to join those Facebook groups, okay, what you want to start doing is actually adding, so you're joining these Facebook groups that are relevant to the people that you want to work with, right? They have to have your ideal clients inside of them. Now, with these three to five groups, and don't do, 10, 15, or 20, it can get very overwhelming and it's hard to keep track of. Okay. As you're joining these groups, one of the strategies to grow your audience is you want to start adding new members who are joining the groups. Okay. So as people are joining these other groups that are similar to what your niche is in, you want to actually start interacting with and adding the new members of these groups as friends. And the reason is that typically your most lively member, your most engaged follower is someone who just joined the party. Okay, someone who's excited, interested to see what's going on. These people are much more likely to be also interested in what you potentially have to offer. Okay, so you want to add new members who are joining these groups. And inside of these groups, again, becoming the life of the party means that you are going to be in there providing value. You want to be known in that community for the person that has the answers, and not just, you don't always want to give direct answers and be like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. You don't want to do that because no one likes to be told what they should do. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to make sure you do is provide value in a way where they feel like they're being heard. You're telling them about your personal experience or someone that you know, and you let them know, hey, this is what they did. This is what the result was. And, this is what happened. And what that naturally leads into is them asking, well, how did they do that? Mm-hmm. Right? How did you do that? Boom. Okay, now people start to see you as a person who has the answers. And what ends up happening, it's really neat. As you start to comment on people's posts, like everyone kind of forgets this, right? Social media is meant for you to be social.
No.
Yes, I know.
What?
And I know. And everyone kind of freaks out about talking to other people and liking and commenting on other people's posts. The reality is that that's what social media is for. Right? It's to be social, to interact, to engage, to have conversations. That is the whole purpose of it. So you shouldn't be afraid of it. You see, does that make sense? Yes? Yeah. So you're liking, you're commenting on people's posts, you're giving thoughtful answers on their comments, just like I broke it down. And as you start to do that, right, you start to build a little community inside of a community where people get to know you better, where they start tagging you when someone has a question that they know you can answer or can possibly help them with. They tag you, and now you become as the life of the party. You become known as a person who can help people through their challenges, through their problems. What happens is most people don't do that, and they go straight into trying to get people to, join their own group, get them on the phone, become a client, whatever it might be. But this is how you do it strategically, where now you're able to grow your own audience by doing things like this. And now as you start to become a staple community member in that community, what happens is that you start to build that confidence to even post your own content in there. And typically what you'll find is that the admins of these groups, because you've provided so much value to the people there, they're okay with it. And there are other things that you can do as well to build relationships with the admins and, and have that. But those are a few things that you can start doing today to really start to grow your audience and grow your own social media. Okay. Anything you want to add there?
No, that was perfect.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Be you, be genuine, and you will become the life of the party naturally. It shouldn't have to be forced. But be you, be social on social media. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, you got it.
Cool.
Again, people will notice and start to tag your name. Okay, cool. So,
all right, number 2, the next thing that you can do on your social media channels to boost engagement and grow your following is running a contest. So has anyone here run a contest? Just say me in the chat. Let us know if you've done that before.
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
Yeah, let us know how it went too.
Yeah. So running a contest. All right, so a couple ideas for when it comes to running a contest. So number 1, you can set milestones and celebrate them. So especially if you're a new group, a new account trying to get followers, and not just any followers, but people who may potentially be your ideal clients, right? That's more important than the number of followers. But if you're trying to get eyes on your page, right, something you can do is run a contest for your first 50 members, your first 100 members, right? When you reach 500, something like that. Make it fun when you hit a milestone, okay? Next, if it's a contest, you have to be giving away a good prize, right? So choose cool prizes to give away. So if anyone has ever run a contest or even won a contest, would love to know what was a really awesome prize that you got for winning that contest. I know Courtney recently did something. She gave away an intuitive eating book. She gave away a mug. It was super cute. I forgot what it said. It had a nice saying on there. But those are awesome prizes. So would love to hear some of the prizes that you guys have either given away or won yourself.
Yeah, I know we gave away at some point for one of our 5-day challenges. We actually gave AirPods away.
Yeah.
Right. We gave shirts away. We gave scholarships, books, tons of prizes, right, as a contest within the challenge. And we're actually hosting a challenge in a few weeks, so keep an eye out on that because you'll have an opportunity to win some prizes as well. But yeah, what ideas do you have for some prizes to give away?
Yeah. Next, with a contest, we have to lay down some ground rules, okay? They don't have to be crazy or super strict, but you definitely need to have rules when it's a contest so that somebody can win fairly. And then in order to make it fun and interactive and also to show your face on social media, right? Because people need to see you on video. Something that would be great is instead of just posting the winner, actually go live, right? Go live on Facebook, go live on Instagram, go live on your social media channel and do a live giveaway. We did that in a couple of our challenges where we had everyone's names in a little bag. We shook the bag. We, pulled the name out and we were like so excited, like, woo! Right? So that was so much fun. And everyone wants to be on live to see if they won right away. So it's a really good way to get a lot of people watching your content really fast.
I love it. I love it. So again, a couple examples here for how this contest could run. You can do a most friends invited to the group. So whoever invites the most friends, again, related to what you help people with, so make that very clear, can win something. That's how you get more people to follow you. Okay. Another example is, hey, the people who contribute the most, who engage the most, who really help each other out and support each other inside of this community, it could be outside of a Facebook group. You can do this anywhere. Those are the people who become the top contributors and win the prizes. So these are great ways to start to build your following by getting people to tag each other, by inviting people into the group, right, or to your profile. Multiple ways to do this, but this can really help you to build your audience, which ultimately, if you build your audience, your message gets seen and heard by more people. And what that ultimately leads to is your ability to grow your business by having a greater impact and obviously generating more income for yourself and for your family. So it's very important, right? These are things that you can do for that.
Cool. Number 3, put this in the chat. Number 3 is free trainings. You guys are on one right now. Every single Monday, Javi and I are here live in this group giving away free, really awesome, like really, really awesome content.
Yeah. Content's so great that probably has you thinking, wow, if their free content is so amazing, I wonder what their paid coaching programs must look like. Well, let me tell you, you're going to have to get in to find out, but they're going to blow your socks off. So free trainings, this is what they look like. Okay. You host free trainings and you do this at least once a week. Okay. You do this once a week. So as you're providing value, especially early on in your business, here's a big takeaway that you have to understand. Okay. Get this. There are people out there that are going to tell you otherwise, and it's just not true. Some people will say, be careful with how much you give. Okay. Be careful with providing too much value. And the reality is that in the beginning, you have to give more than anyone else. Okay. Especially in the beginning. You have to give away the farm. The fact of the matter is that people watching your free trainings, very, very unlikely that any single one of them, maybe you'll get 1% or 2%, actually does anything with it. Until someone pays you for the information and the accountability and the coaching and the guidance, they're not going to get very far ahead without you. So give it to them, blow their minds, okay? Make them feel amazing about you because of how much value you provide to them, okay? And that's going to show them that you are a person of value and a person that can help them with their biggest problems and challenges, okay, once they decide to start working with you. So it's okay to give away the farm, right? Do it. Don't hold back. Don't restrict. Don't let that scarcity, kind of constrict you from giving what you have. Realizing that, hey, the more value I provide, the more I'm going to get back, okay, in due time. So here's how you know what your members want to learn, okay? So the first thing you want to do is simply ask.
That's
okay?
it.
That is it. Okay, you want to ask, and we're going to show you an example of that. And where can you ask? You can ask in your membership questions. If you have a Facebook group, you can ask people, hey, what are you most interested in learning about? What are you most interested in, getting more information or getting trainings on, resources on? And they'll tell you. And guess what you do? You give it to them. Or you might ask inside of the group or on your social media in a story and say, hey, this month I'm focusing on this topic, and I'd love to know, what about this topic would you love to learn more about? What is your biggest challenge right now that you're struggling with that I might be able to help you with? Okay. So if you're struggling for ideas for what to create and what to give, that is one very easy, very effective way to create content that your clients or potential clients actually want. Does that make sense? If this is making sense, go ahead and put make sense in the chat. Makes sense, makes sense. All right. So once you do that, okay, the people who respond, reach out to them via a direct message and go deeper. Hey, I saw you were interested in learning more about this. What specifically, right, are you dealing with, or what specific questions are you struggling with? If any of you have trouble getting engagement, right, it's probably because the people that are in your audience, right, on Instagram, Facebook, etc., they're not interested in what you have to say, quite frankly. And the reason is you're not creating content based off of what they're interested in. So do this instead. Okay, ask them, reach out, go deeper, create content specifically for them that they're interested in, because high likelihood that if they're interested in it, other people in that same niche, in that same industry, in that same ecosystem, right, are going to be interested in something very similar. Okay. Cool. Now, with these free trainings, you're also able to repurpose the content. And what that means is once you've created these trainings, okay, you can actually tag or message new members, new audience members, right? Again, followers, group members, etc. You can actually message them and say, hey, I saw that you had a question about this, or as we're having this conversation, I actually hosted a training on this specific question. I can send it to you if you'd like. They say, absolutely, that would be amazing. And guess what you do? You send it to them. Okay. So this is an example of a question that we asked. So the question was, if we were to go live to teach you how to start and launch a successful expert Facebook group for your business, what do you watch? So this is with the intention of, hey, are people actually interested in this? Should we actually spend an hour or more to create this thing? And the answer was, yeah, people were interested. So how many of you right now, if we were to go live to teach you how to start and launch a successful Facebook group for your business, how many of you would want to watch that? Go ahead and put me in the chat. Yes, put it now. Put me in the chat if that's something that you'd like to watch. Okay, cool. So we have a few people saying yes, me. Okay. So if enough of you say yes, guess what we're going to do? We'll do a training on that, because you've told us, hey, I want to learn that. I would like to get a training that teaches me how to do that. So we will. Cool. So number four.
Number four. Put this in the chat. We got interviews and expert trainings. So interviews and expert training. So here are some pictures of some screenshots in our group where we have interviewed experts and potential or past clients in our Facebook group. So number one, interview your peers or your clients. So on the bottom right-hand side there, we got Kate. Kate is one of our clients. She does run coaching, and she's crushing it on Instagram. Absolutely crushing it. So we brought her in to do an expert training on Instagram and show people how to use Instagram for your business and crush it like she's doing. Then we have number 2, which is interview experts in your niche, right? So we have Sarah there. How many of you guys saw the interview with Sarah? She is our lawyer. She works specifically with dietitians. And Javi and I, we're not lawyers. Let's face it, we're not lawyers, right? But Sarah is an expert. She is a legal expert and specializes in working with dietitians. So we brought her in because we know a lot of dietitians have legal questions, and Javi and I are not about to answer those. We want to leave it to a professional. So we brought Sarah in to do that, and she was absolutely amazing. Yes, Megan says, yes, she was great to listen to. Sarah's fantastic. Sarah's absolutely fantastic. And then number 3, leverage it.
Yeah. So when you're doing these trainings, right, naturally, as you're bringing people in, okay, to do these trainings for you and with you, it actually allows you to use these trainings for multiple different things. Okay. So number 1, if you're interviewing your own clients, and it really is about showing other people that number 1, it's possible, because it is possible and it's possible for you, right? Interviewing people that they can relate to with their personal experience to show them, hey, this is where they started and this is where they got to by following this process. So now what that allows you to do is show the people in your audience, in your community, that wait a second, right? This is something that I could possibly do as well. This is something that you could possibly do, right? This is something that has worked for other people, so it can work for you too. So in that, right, you can actually use these interviews of your own clients, for example, to send to potential clients who want to see how you could possibly help them. And by telling other people's story, you're able to show them that, hey, this is a viable option for me to actually move forward on, right? For me to get coaching on, nutrition coaching, health coaching, whatever it might be. So you can leverage these videos for multiple different components. You can put it on your website, in your funnels, all over the place. Okay. Now, with these expert trainings, for example, like Marissa was saying, we even had a mindset expert who is our mindset coach, Tiffany Toom. She's our mindset coach in our coaching program. And we had her come into the main group, right, which you all have access to this training. And if you want the legal one or the mindset one or the Instagram one, just let us know in the comments below. We'll go ahead and make sure that you get those. But these trainings, right, as people go into your community or, start following you, again, you can leverage them by using them time and time and time and time again, right? They're evergreen. You've created it once, and you can help people repurpose them, right, with these trainings whenever. And it also allows you to create a win-win. And what that means is typically people in your industry will also, benefit from being exposed to your audience and vice versa. So when you bring someone into your audience, guess what the question at the end of that interview is? Well, how can I help you? Oh, yeah, this was amazing. Thank you so much, for coming on. Hey, why don't we do an interview inside of your group, right? Do you like that'd be fun, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's do it. Cool. Okay, so now guess what you get? By giving first, bringing someone into your platform, now you're able to ask and receive someone else's audience. So they're able to, it's a nice win-win situation, right? So you can do that. You can form affiliate partnerships. There's so many win-win scenarios based off of this strategy. And this strategy allows you to grow your audience because of that, okay? Because you get in front of their people, they get in front of your people. And it's a win-win for everyone.
Who doesn't love a win-win?
Yeah, exactly. So for many of you, right, if you're a dietitian, if you're a physical therapist, a health coach, right, dietitians and physical therapists, like, can physical therapy patients benefit from better nutrition?
Yes,
absolutely. Can nutrition clients, right, are they also possibly dealing with some pain and injuries? And can we possibly find that out, right, when we're working with them by asking them questions or by seeing them rub their shoulder? What if we started to say, hey, you know what? I actually know someone who I can refer to you to help you with that specifically, right? And again, vice versa. So many different possibilities here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
All right, and the last one, number 5, put this in the chat: hosting Events. Hosting events. So we hosted one recently. We're hosting one every single month. But some of the things that you have seen us do, and you guys can even implement for yourself, right? We have 5-day challenges. Who's been to a 5-day challenge that we've hosted? We've hosted quite a few.
I have.
You've been there. I've been there. We've hosted workshops, master classes. We had the irresistible offers master class just on Friday on pricing and packaging. That was awesome. There's interview series. There's so many different type of big events that you can host. And our favorite place to host these are Facebook, but they could definitely be done on other platforms as well.
Yes.
I think we have some pictures. Where are we? Oh, there we are.
Cool.
Look at that. That was from one of our first challenges. Look at that, back in 2020.
Awesome. And here's another one. This is the Facebook group launching growth challenge. So you can see we do these routinely, and these are things that you can do as well, right? Again, challenges, masterclasses, webinars, interview series, etc. There's all these types of activities and events that you can host to build some momentum and to build some excitement around what you have to offer. Okay, the more you do these, and also with that said, there is a time and place for them depending on what stage of business you're in. It would make sense or it wouldn't make sense. Okay, so you have to be aware of those things as well. If you do them too early with no audience, you're not going to get a lot of traction. It's not going to get you too far. Okay, so there are stages for when you want to implement this, but it is a great way to grow your audience and be able to impact more people and get people to see, wow, there's so much value here. Okay.
All right. So we're just going to quickly review them. Okay. So number 1, become the life of the party. Number 2, you could run a contest. Number 3, you can host free trainings. We recommend doing those at least weekly. Pro tip there. Number 4, interviews and expert trainings. And number 5, hosting events.
Beautiful. So, this is exactly what we just went over. So we're not going to go over this right now because we have to hop off for our coaching call with our clients. But if you want to take a quick screenshot of this, you can. We will go over this another day, another time. But wow, we have more here. Okay, cool. So we had more training inside the training, but we do have to run. So we have about a minute. What questions do you have for us? And as you start to write down some questions or a takeaway, if you have one in the chat, just so you know, what we do, okay, inside of this community is obviously we help you grow your practice. Okay, whether you're just starting off or you've got a few clients under your belt, but you really want to take it to that next level, achieve that clinical freedom where you go full-time in your practice and beyond that. This is what we help people with. Okay. So if you are interested in finding out, hey, how could they possibly help me? What does this even look like? And you'd like to learn a little bit more about, what that could look like for you. What we do is a free 15-minute business game plan call. So on this call, just so you have an idea, okay, on this call, what we do is we jump on the phone, all right, we get to know each other a little bit more, and we figure out, where you're currently at, what is it that you're doing that's working, what is it that you're doing that's not working, figure out where you want to go, what your goals are, and come up with a game plan for how to get there, okay? At the end, if we think we might be able to help you, then we say, hey, listen, what we have might actually help you get to where you want to go faster. Would you like to hear more about that? And if you do, we'll schedule a second call, dive even deeper into your business and your situation. And at the end, if it makes sense, we can tell you more about our program. If it doesn't, totally fine. But we'll give you some resources or point you in the direction of someone who can help you if we can't, okay? Very authentic, very genuine with that. We want to make sure that you're taken care of. And if we're not the best to take care of you, totally fine. We want to send you to someone who can. Okay. So all you have to do to get this 15-minute business game plan call is comment the word clarity. Okay. There is nothing to buy on this call, even if you wanted to. Okay. Nothing to buy, even if you wanted to. So comment clarity, get on the call. Let's get to know each other a little bit more. We love to talk to everyone in this community. So with that said, we hope you have a great rest of your evening. Comment the word clarity now, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.